What's wrong with me? You ask yourself this every time you feel overwhelmed, emotional, or stuck.
That voice in your head that says you're too emotional, too lazy, not doing enough. In this video, I'm going to show you how to shut that voice up without pushing it away, because the truth is that voice, it isn't you. There's a part of you underneath it, wiser, softer, powerful, that's waiting to be heard. I'm going to walk you through a practice that's helped so many women reconnect with that part of themselves, often for the first time in years. I work with a lot of women in midlife who feel exactly this way. They've done all the right things, raised families, built careers, held it together for everyone else, but inside they're exhausted. And that critical voice in their head, it's gotten louder. Why can't I just be happy? What's wrong with me? If any of that sounds familiar, you are not alone and you're not broken. What I've seen again and again is this. Beneath the self-doubt is a deeper truth. Your soul is trying to speak. And sometimes the only way to hear it is to shut off your brain and move. I had a client who came to me feeling tight, overwhelmed, disconnected from her emotions, judging herself for not being more productive, for being too sensitive, for not having it all together. But something shifted when she started to move. Her body began to speak, and what poured out was truth, sadness, fear, tears she didn't even know were there. By the end, she looked lighter, softer, like she had exhaled a version of herself she'd outgrown. She said, I feel like I've come back to myself. And that's the power of conscious movement. Not dance, not fitness, but letting your body be the voice of your soul. And the more we listen, the less that inner critic runs the show. So if you're ready to stop spiraling in your head and actually feel something real again, I invite you to do a short practice with me. But before we do, pause this video, go find a private space and close the door. Yes, even if you're at work, go to the bathroom stall if you have to. No excuses. This is for you. You don't need fancy yoga pants. You don't need to be flexible. You just need to be brave enough to show up. So go ahead, pause the video, and I'll wait. All right, let's begin.
I'm going to invite you to just think of an emotion like sadness or anger, fear, whatever it is, and then notice where in your body this emotion is coming up for you. And just an example, I'm going to say it's coming up for me in my gut. So I invite you just to breathe into that space and allow that space to move in any way that feels good. And then allow yourself to get loose, to roll your shoulders out, shake your arms out, move your neck around, whatever feels needed in the moment. And set the intention that these few moments are going to help you release, to embrace something that has been holding you back, something that has been keeping you from achieving that thing that you want to achieve or finding that thing you want to find. So focusing on that feeling in your body, taking a nice deep breath into that space and letting it move in any way that feels good. Imagining yourself as a beautiful wave of light with a beautiful bubble of energy all around you. Knowing yourself to be the spark of the divine that you are. And just drawing your attention to yourself. Knowing that when you focus on yourself, you are doing the most benefit for all whose lives you touch. letting go of any sense of guilt that you're taking time for yourself. And allowing you to feel whatever comes up. And you might notice this feeling has a story attached to it. The reason you have this feeling. And allow yourself just to sit with that story for a moment. And then I invite you to let that story go to your best of your ability in this moment. And just focus on the raw energy of that emotion. Does it have a color or a texture? Does it feel heavy or light? And then bringing to your awareness this knowing that this emotion that you have is universal. It is what connects you to everyone in your family, in your workplace, in your social life. This emotion serves you in some way. And can you think of a time now when you can have a positive perspective of this emotion? Can you think of a time when this emotion helped you connect to another person in a deeper way? When this emotion catalyzed you to rise up to another challenge that you've been wanting to face? Did this emotion bring you clarity about your values, about what you refused to settle for or stand for? Taking that inquiry into your breath now, breathing in through your crown, into that space, and exhaling down the other end. And then drawing another breath up from the earth into that space. Allowing your body to show you how it wants to move in order to alchemize this energy, whether it's fear or guilt or something else. Bring to your awareness your higher self, the one who came, the one who chose to come. Let her see this woman in her angst, in her struggle, and offer her tenderness, compassion, understanding. Beautiful. Giving yourself a nice little pat on the back or a hug, thanking yourself for taking the time to try that.
Welcome back and well done. You moved, you breathed, you felt, and that voice inside, it's already softer, isn't it? This is the power of movement done with intention, done with soul. If this speaks to you, if you felt something stir inside that's been buried for a while, I want to invite you to join me for Move Through Everything, my weekly classes where women just like you come to shed the layers, find their truth, and feel like themselves again. You don't have to keep holding it all in. You don't have to go it alone. Come as you are, and I can guide you through moving through so much more.
Click the link below to explore weekly live classes on Zoom, where you'll be guided to move through blocks and come home to yourself.